Monday. Reflection on the Daily Mass Readings, December 23, 2024. Monday of the fourth week of Advent. In the first reading, the prophet Malachi speaks of God's messenger who will prepare the way before the Lord's coming. This messenger's arrival will be like a refiner's fire, purifying the people to present offerings in righteousness. The passage concludes with a call to remember the law of Moses and a prophecy that Elijah will return to turn hearts toward one another before the great and terrible day of the Lord. Practical takeaway. This reading invites us to reflect on the need for purification in our own lives. As we prepare for the Lord's coming, we should examine our hearts and actions, seeking to align them with God's will. Embracing spiritual disciplines such as prayer, confession, and acts of charity can help us become offerings pleasing to the Lord. The psalmist petitions the Lord to teach him his ways and guide him in truth. It emphasizes God's goodness, uprightness, and faithfulness in leading the humble and sinners toward righteousness. Practical takeaway. We are encouraged to seek God's guidance in our daily lives. By cultivating humility and openness to divine instruction, we allow God to lead us on the path of truth and steadfast love. Regular meditation on Scripture and attentive listening in prayer can enhance our receptivity to God's direction. The Gospel narrates the birth of John the Baptist. Elizabeth's neighbors and relatives rejoice at the Lord's mercy toward her. When it comes time to name the child, Zechariah writes, "His name is John," and immediately regains his speech, leading those present to ponder, "What then will this child be? For the hand of the Lord was with him." Practical takeaway. The birth of John the Baptist reminds us of God's faithfulness in fulfilling his promises. It also highlights the importance of obedience to God's will, as demonstrated by Zechariah and Elizabeth. We are called to trust in God's plans for our lives, even when they defy societal expectations or personal understanding. Embracing our unique vocations with faith can lead to the unfolding of God's greater purpose. Overall reflection. As Advent draws to a close, these readings encourage us to prepare our hearts for the Lord's coming through purification, seeking divine guidance, and trusting in God's faithful promises. By aligning our lives with God's will and embracing our unique callings, we participate in the unfolding of His redemptive plan.